Welcome back everybody, nice to see you, and importantly it's nice to be seen. So what is char cloth, how do we make it, most importantly how do we use it? So if you want to know the answer to those questions, then you know what to do. Grab yourself a drink and I'll see you in a sec. So, what is char cloth and how do we make it? Right, so the first thing, let's talk about char cloth. What is it? Well, char cloth is a material, vegetable based, like cotton and linen, that we burn in a tin, a bit like the process for making charcoal. And what that does is it turns it into the char cloth itself. And what's really handy from a bushcraft or a survivalist point of view is that it takes the vaguest of sparks to set it off to burn. So first things first then, so what we've got some cotton here, which is an old t-shirt, and I'd like just to say that the better the quality of the cotton, the better quality you'll get out when you make your char cloth. I have used jeans that have been, should we say, the not so good pair, cheap pair, and something in the dye, maybe in the blue dye, has made the material go to a point where it just won't ignite. Also t-shirts with paintings on it or embroideries, not so much embroideries, but the logo that gets printed on it, sometimes that also makes our char cloth not char so well. It goes brittly and it's not very good. So that, or I tell you, my favourite one is the tea towel. You get a tea towel, cotton tea towel, roll it in, and what we do is, so the process is we take our cotton t-shirt, stick it in the tin like so, and then we're going to stick that on the fire to make a char cloth. So what is char cloth and the results of what we are going to do? Well, hopefully are going to achieve this. So this here is an old, dare I say, a hand rolling tobacco tin. Even though I do not smoke myself, I use these for my tinder box, and they're just handy because you can pick these up like I did in a charity shop or a thrift shop in America. And what it is, this is the end result from our charred cloth. And it literally is just that, and it's so brittle it just pulls apart like that. But I'll show you how it takes the vaguest of sparks. So let me just put that there. Wow, the sun is shining today. I don't know about you guys, wherever you are, we've had lots of wind here and the weather's been pretty atrocious. We're just sort of coming into spring now, and everything's coming into life. The buds, the flowers, the early primroses, the wood anemones will be out soon. It's absolutely wonderful this time of year. So getting back to what we're supposed to be talking about is the char cloth. So this is obviously the flint and steel. Okay, I've got a dragon, had it forever. And what we want to do is we take our flint, and if you've never seen this before, it's a really easy process. All we want to do is strike the steel, which is a high tensile steel, onto our flint, and then in time, as you can see, that produces sparks. Well, if our char cloth here can take the vaguest of sparks, then this is going to be ideal for what we want it for. So don't be stingy. There's two ways to do this, or several ways to do this. There's more than one way to do this. What I normally do is I normally just find a nice piece of the flint I want to use. I want a nice sort of sharpie bit. I'm going to put it there. Put that on the edge like so. See how quickly that went? And now, I don't know if you can see it, that is starting to go there, right there. And if you wanna, you can add more, and until you get a big lump, you put it into grass, which we'll do later, and then we'll blow it into a flame. But that's as easy as it's, yeah, it's as vague as the sparks. I do like to emphasize that, just to sort of say how easy it is. Brilliant. So now we've got to light a fire and to get the old process going of charring our cloth. So let's get the fire going. Right, so we've got a fire going. We're going to just literally wrap this all up together. I probably won't use all of it, just a little bit of it. Use that amount. Roll it up. Stick it in our tin, like so. There's the hole in the lid there, so we can watch that. That's going to be what we've got to watch, because like I say, when that stops producing smoke, that's when we've got to pull it off the fire and plumb the stick into it. So let's get this on the fire. Easier said than done. Luckily, I bought some gloves. We'll put that on there so we can see it. We just got to wait. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to take her off. What I don't want to do is open the lid up and let air rush in there, and that will literally ruin our char cloth. It will just all burn away to nothing. So it's slowing down now a bit now, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to bung the hole up with a stick, stop all the air getting in there, and just leave it, just seal the air and just leave it like that. Okay, so the tin has cooled down now. It is touchable, it's a bit sooty admittedly. So let's just see what we got. So I'll take that out there now. Yeah, it's not smoking, so that's a good sign. So what we got then, wow. So we've got literally char cloth, look. It's a bit warm in here still, but you can see, look, we've got a little piece of char cloth. That's exactly what you wanted. It looks a little bit brown in places. Obviously some of the material needed a little bit longer, but just for the purpose of the exercise, this does really well. So what I'm going to do then, I'm just going to pull some of this out and we'll give it a go. Proof's in the pudding. So I've got quite a chunk there, and this is just to show you how good it is. I mean, I don't know myself yet, so we put it on the edge there. There we go, it's a light, as you can see. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add that into my grass, and we're going to try and blow it into flames, just to give you a demonstration. And there you go, easy as that. And that's why it's a good idea. Oh, that's why it's a good idea to learn how to make char cloth, because it's that easy after. Once you get your char cloth done, and it's at the right consistency, i.e. it's not underdone, it's not overdone. Obviously if it's overdone it would just literally there'd be dust there, there'd be nothing there. And that's how easy that was to blow that grass. Okay, the grass is super dry, so it made everything a little bit easier. So okay, so that really is all there is to char cloth. It's really easy, but what I will say is that in the future when I do some other videos I'm going to play around with the char cloth. So if you want to go ahead and make you some, do it now, because then later on we can play around with the char cloth and use it in many different ways, because obviously there's many different ways to use char cloth, and I'm sure a lot of you have seen the different methods that are out there, but I'm just sort of going to demonstrate what I use it for. So if you want to know anything more about that, please leave a comment and I will return to you as quick as I can, obviously. And then I would also suggest you like, subscribe if you do like it, and well, I will see you next time. So as I always say, and we all know what I'm going to say, get out there and do some bushcraft. So until the next time, which is the next video, I will see you then. Okay everybody, take care.